Voting machines. They may be used in national elections hereafter. Washington, February 15. Both branches of Congress have passed a bill to amend the law so that voting machines may be used at national elections. The President will sign the bill. Voting machines have already been legalized in several states, and their successful use at the recent election in New York and elsewhere has proved their accuracy and convenience. About 6 years ago, the legislature of New York passed a bill permitting the use of machines at town elections, and later it was amended to apply to all elections. Rochester was the first city to use them, and in 1896 purchased a sufficient number for all its precincts under a contract, which provided that they should not be paid for until they were demonstrated to be successful. Owing to a large number of mishaps, the trial was unsatisfactory and the machine was returned to the manufacturer, who made an assignment and closed out their business. The same year, Worcester, Massachusetts, tried the experiment with another apparatus, which was equally unsuccessful. A third invention was tried at Hornellsville, New York, with better results, so that the complete returns were telegraphed by the Associated Press 7 minutes and a half after the polls were closed. These machines, which were manufactured by the United States Company of Jamestown, New York, were purchased by the city of Hornellsville, and have since been used at all elections with full satisfaction. The city of Jamestown has adopted them for every precinct, and they were used in Detroit in 1897 with equally good results. The Abbott voting machine, manufactured at Hudson, Michigan, has also been used successfully, but is regarded as insufficient for long tickets. At the last November election, the standard voting machine, manufactured at Rochester, was used in that city and in Utica with success, but the patent is contested. A United States voting machine is now on exhibition at a hotel in the city. The ballots are arranged on its face, with the names of the parties in horizontal rows and the candidates of each in columns below them. A voter who wishes to vote the straight ticket pushes a large button over the name of the party to which he belongs. If he wishes to split his ticket, he presses a button at the side of the name of each candidate for whom he desires to vote. The machine is about 6 feet high by 12 inches wide and can be placed in a booth 4 feet square. The mechanism will not operate until the voter enters the booth and closes the door. If he makes a mistake or changes his mind, he can amend his vote by pulling out the button he has pressed and pushing in another. Like in a cash register, little discs show the total number of voters that have entered the booth and the number of votes that have been cast for each candidate. There is an attachment which makes it impossible for anyone to vote for 2 candidates for the same office. If he attempts to do so, his vote will not be registered. On the closing of the polls, the judges of election, by examining the discs, can ascertain at a glance the total number of votes cast and the number for each candidate. Unless he takes time to think, a voter need not occupy the booth more than a minute. The machine has been examined by a large number of people since it has been on exhibition and has attracted much interest. The Leader, Democrat. Springfield, Missouri. February 17, 1899.